My leadership framework is a really simple 3-step process. It's really important to keep in mind that this is a cycle. So you can be in any one of these points and you can go around the multitude of times. So the first is really around cultivating your awareness. And the idea here is sort of knowing where you are, knowing the expectations, understanding what resources you need, the support you need can help you better to do the second sort of element, which is engagement. And for many of the leaders I work with, because a lot of them tend to be overwhelmed or sort of firefighting, it's around simplifying engagement for them. And I will also say engagement actually starts within us. If we've cultivated our awareness and we recognize that something needs to shift within ourselves in order to achieve our goals, we have to engage ourselves as well. And I think that leaders that are self-aware are typically a lot better at recognizing what's happening, or at least creating that safe space to engage with others, to help others also cultivate their self-awareness as well, so they can better engage with themselves and others. And then the last bit of this cycle, and once again, it can start at any point, right? But is that calibrating expectations. A piece of it is them rethinking their role and the expectations they put on themselves. And it could also be about sure they create an environment so that they can have the right human resources or the tools that can support them. So I like to have sort of conversations about it. And I think it helps people gain maybe a little bit of, and I use this word loosely, but some level of control over how they can think about showing up, right? Gives them, I think, a bit of a framework to reflect on how they can maybe shift something or try something different within those 3 buckets. But I think that in terms of calibrating expectations, always starts with yourself, but ultimately nobody can get things done by themselves, right? We don't live in vacuums, but ultimately it is about okay, I realize I'm good at this thing, but I can't do this thing. Do I want to build the ability to do it, or is that something maybe I can delegate and I can get support in a different way?